In life, we often face challenges that make us feel like we're constantly battling against the tide. But what if there was a way to navigate through life's storms with unwavering strength and resilience? Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we embark on a journey to explore the profound teachings of Buddhism and uncover the timeless wisdom that can help us never lose at any situation. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by life's uncertainties, like you're caught in a whirlwind of chaos? Imagine being able to find peace and clarity even in the midst of turmoil. That's the promise of Buddhism, a path to inner tranquility and unshakable peace, regardless of the circumstances. Picture this: you're holding on to a balloon, watching it float away into the vast sky. In that moment, you realize that holding on to it only causes suffering, but letting it go brings a sense of freedom. This simple example encapsulates the essence of Buddhist teachings, the art of letting go. And through this art, we discover the key to never losing at any situation. Now, close your eyes for a moment and imagine a life where you're not controlled by your attachments and fears. A life where you're able to face challenges with a calm and clear mind, knowing that every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. This is the vision that Buddhism offers, a life of inner strength and unwavering resilience. But how do we attain such a state of mind? How do we cultivate the wisdom to navigate through life's ups and downs with grace and ease? Join us as we delve into the core principles of Buddhism, unraveling the secrets to mastering the art of resilience and never losing at any situation. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we invite you to explore the transformative power of Buddhist teachings and embark on a journey towards greater inner peace and fulfillment. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to join us on this extraordinary quest for wisdom and enlightenment. Together, let's unlock the keys to resilience and embrace life's challenges with open arms. Lesson 1. Understanding the concept of non-attachment. In life, we often cling tightly to things, our possessions, our relationships, our identities. We attach ourselves to these aspects, believing they define who we are. But what if there's another way to live, a way that brings freedom and peace even in the face of uncertainty? Enter the profound concept of non-attachment, a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy. Imagine holding a handful of sand. The tighter you grasp it, the more it slips through your fingers. Similarly, when we cling too tightly to things, we suffer when they inevitably change or slip away. Non-attachment doesn't mean we don't care, rather, it means we hold onto things lightly, appreciating them while understanding their impermanence. Picture a flowing river. It moves effortlessly, adapting to every twist and turn. Non-attachment allows us to flow through life like this river, unburdened by the weight of attachment. It's about embracing change and letting go of our desire to control outcomes. Think of a tree in the wind. It sways with the gusts, bending but never breaking. Non-attachment gives us resilience, allowing us to bend with the challenges of life without losing our inner strength. Consider a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. It undergoes a profound transformation, shedding its old self to embrace its new form. Non-attachment invites us to undergo our own transformations, letting go of old patterns and beliefs to embrace growth and renewal. Reflect on the sky, vast and boundless. Non-attachment expands our perspective, reminding us of the limitless possibilities beyond our narrow attachments. Imagine a bird in flight. It soars freely through the air, unencumbered by the weight of the world below. Non-attachment liberates us from the burdens that weigh us down, allowing us to experience true freedom. Consider a lotus flower blooming in murky waters. Non-attachment enables us to find beauty and grace amidst life's challenges, rising above adversity with resilience and dignity. Think of a mirror reflecting everything but holding on to nothing. Non-attachment allows us to engage fully with the world while remaining untouched by its fluctuations, grounded in our inner peace. Reflect on a sunset, its beauty fleeting yet eternally present. Non-attachment teaches us to savor each moment fully, knowing that everything is transient yet infinitely precious. Imagine a wise elder sharing stories by the fire. Non-attachment comes with wisdom, the understanding that true fulfillment lies not in what we possess but in how we live our lives with open hearts and minds. Consider a seed planted in fertile soil. Non-attachment nurtures growth, allowing us to cultivate qualities like compassion, kindness, and generosity that enrich our lives and the lives of others. Reflect on a child at play, fully immersed in the joy of the moment. Non-attachment invites us to approach life with the same sense of wonder and curiosity, letting go of expectations and embracing each experience with open arms. Think of a traveler journeying through unfamiliar lands. Non-attachment is our compass, guiding us through the ever-changing landscapes of life with courage and grace. Consider a deep breath, the simple act of inhaling and exhaling. Non-attachment begins with each breath, inviting us to let go of what no longer serves us and embrace the boundless possibilities of each new moment. Reflect on the interconnectedness of all things, the intricate web that binds us to each other and to the world around us. Non-attachment is the thread that weaves through this web, reminding us that our true nature is vast, luminous, and free. Imagine a heart overflowing with love, radiating warmth and compassion to all beings. Non-attachment is the essence of this love, unconditional and boundless, transcending the limitations of attachment and fear. Consider a mountain standing tall and unshakable amidst the storms. Non-attachment is our foundation, grounding us in the unchanging truth of our own being amidst the ever-changing currents of life. Reflect on the journey of a lifetime, the twists and turns that shape our path. Non-attachment is our guide, illuminating the way with the light of wisdom and compassion, leading us ever closer to the heart of truth. Lesson 2: Embracing Impermanence. Impermanence is like the breeze that softly whispers through the trees, reminding us that change is the only constant in life. It's the gentle nudge that encourages us to let go of our attachments and embrace the ever-flowing river of existence. Imagine standing on the shore of a vast ocean, watching the waves rise and fall in an endless dance. Each wave is unique, yet all are part of the same ocean. In the same way, every moment in our lives is fleeting and ephemeral, yet interconnected in the grand tapestry of existence. But why does impermanence matter? It matters because it teaches us to cherish the present moment. When we realize that nothing lasts forever, we learn to savor each moment with gratitude and mindfulness. Think about your favorite flower blooming in the garden. It's a fleeting beauty here today and gone tomorrow. Yet, its impermanence only adds to its splendor, reminding us to appreciate its beauty while it lasts. Life is like a beautiful sunset painting the sky with vibrant colors. We can either cling to the fading light or marvel at its fleeting beauty, knowing that another sunrise awaits us tomorrow. Impermanence also teaches us the importance of letting go. Just as the seasons change and the leaves fall from the trees, we must learn to release our attachments and go with the flow of life. Imagine holding a handful of sand in your palm. The harder you grasp it, the more it slips through your fingers. But when you open your hand and let it fall freely, you experience a sense of liberation and freedom. In the same way, when we let go of our attachments to people, possessions, and outcomes, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and find peace in the present moment. Embracing impermanence doesn't mean resigning ourselves to fate or becoming passive observers of life. Instead, it empowers us to embrace change with courage and resilience. Just as the lotus flower blooms beautifully amidst the murky waters, we too can find strength and beauty in the face of adversity. By embracing impermanence, we learn to dance with the rhythm of life, flowing effortlessly with the currents of change. So, the next time you find yourself clinging to the past or worrying about the future, remember the wisdom of impermanence. Embrace each moment with an open heart, knowing that every experience, whether joyful or challenging, is a precious gift on the journey of life. Lesson 3: The Power of Mindfulness. In the bustling chaos of our daily lives, it's easy to lose sight of the present moment. We often find ourselves dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, missing out on the beauty and opportunities of the here and now. But within the teachings of Buddhism lies a profound tool for reclaiming our presence: mindfulness. Mindfulness is about bringing our full attention to the present moment without judgment or distraction. It's a practice that invites us to observe our thoughts, feelings, and sensations with curiosity and kindness. Through mindfulness, we become more aware of our habits, reactions, and patterns, allowing us to respond to life's challenges with greater clarity and wisdom. Imagine walking through a serene forest, each step taken with intention and awareness. With each breath, you feel the crisp air filling your lungs, grounding you in the present moment. As you observe the rustling leaves and chirping birds, your mind begins to quiet and you find a sense of peace and tranquility within. Mindfulness isn't just about being present in pleasant moments, it's also about facing discomfort and uncertainty with openness and courage. When we encounter difficult emotions or challenging circumstances, mindfulness offers us a refuge, a safe space to acknowledge and explore our experiences without getting swept away by them. Through regular practice, we can cultivate a deep sense of self-awareness and inner balance. We learn to recognize the fleeting nature of our thoughts and emotions, understanding that they come and go like passing clouds in the sky. With this awareness, we can choose how to respond to life's ups and downs with greater resilience and compassion. But mindfulness isn't confined to formal meditation sessions. It can be integrated into every aspect of our lives. Whether we're eating, walking, or simply breathing, we can approach each moment with mindful awareness, savoring the richness of life's simple pleasures. In a world filled with distractions and demands, mindfulness offers us a sanctuary, a way to pause, breathe, and reconnect with our true selves. It empowers us to navigate life's challenges with grace and presence, reminding us that the greatest treasures are often found in the stillness of our own hearts. So let us embrace the practice of mindfulness with open arms, allowing it to guide us on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. Together, let's cultivate a deeper sense of peace, joy, and connection in our lives, one mindful moment at a time. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we explore the art of mindfulness and its profound impact on our lives. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to join our community of mindful adventurers. Let's embark on this journey together, weaving wisdom into the fabric of our everyday existence. Lesson 4: Cultivating Equanimity. Equanimity, the state of mental calmness and composure, is a jewel of Buddhist wisdom that enables us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Picture yourself standing in the middle of a storm, unwavering and serene, regardless of the chaos swirling around you. That's equanimity in action. It's not about suppressing emotions or denying the reality of a situation. Rather, it's about maintaining balance and perspective in the face of challenges. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get swept away by the tides of emotion, reacting impulsively to every twist and turn. But equanimity teaches us to pause, to breathe, and to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By cultivating this skill, we gain the power to respond to life's circumstances with clarity and wisdom. Think of a time when you faced a setback or disappointment. Perhaps you didn't get that job you wanted, or a relationship ended unexpectedly. In such moments, it's natural to feel a range of emotions: sadness, frustration, even anger. But with equanimity, we learn to hold these emotions lightly, like clouds passing through the sky. We acknowledge them without getting swept away by them, knowing that they, like everything else, are impermanent. Equanimity doesn't mean we become indifferent or detached from life. On the contrary, it allows us to engage fully with the world while maintaining a sense of inner stability. It's like being the captain of a ship navigating through turbulent waters with a steady hand on the helm. One way to cultivate equanimity is through the practice of mindfulness. By bringing awareness to our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations in the present moment, we create space for acceptance and non-reactivity. Instead of getting caught up in the drama of our minds, we learn to observe it with curiosity and compassion. Imagine yourself in traffic, stuck in a long line of cars on your way to an important meeting. Your first instinct might be to feel frustrated or anxious, but with mindfulness, you can shift your perspective. You notice the sensation of tension in your body, the racing thoughts in your mind. And in that moment of awareness, you realize that you have a choice: to react impulsively or to respond with equanimity. Equanimity also involves letting go of our attachment to outcomes. It's natural to have preferences and desires, but when we cling too tightly to them, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Instead, we learn to surrender to the flow of life, trusting that whatever happens is for our highest good. Consider the story of the farmer and his horse. One day, his prized stallion runs away, leaving the neighbors to lament his misfortune. "What bad luck," they cry. But the farmer simply responds, "Maybe." The next day, the stallion returns, bringing with it a herd of wild horses. Now the neighbors rejoice, but again the farmer says, "Maybe." And when his son tries to tame one of the wild horses and ends up breaking his leg, the neighbors shake their heads in sympathy. Yet the farmer remains unperturbed. "Maybe," he says once more. The lesson? In the grand scheme of things, we never truly know what's good or bad. Equanimity is a skill that takes time and practice to develop, but the rewards are immeasurable. As we cultivate this quality, we become less reactive to life's ups and downs, finding a deep sense of peace and resilience within ourselves. So the next time you find yourself facing a storm, remember the power of equanimity and let it be your guiding light. Lesson 5: Overcoming Obstacles with Resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, twists and turns. Challenges often come knocking at our door unexpectedly, testing our resolve and pushing us to our limits. But what if there was a way to face these obstacles with unwavering strength and resilience? In Buddhism, resilience is not just a skill, it's a way of life. Think of resilience as your inner armor, protecting you from the arrows of adversity. Just like a bamboo tree bends but doesn't break in a storm, resilience allows us to weather life's storms without losing our core essence. It's about bouncing back stronger and wiser no matter how tough the circumstances may be. Resilience begins with the acceptance of reality. Instead of resisting or denying the challenges we face, we acknowledge them with open arms. By embracing our struggles, we can better understand their lessons and grow from them. This doesn't mean we passively accept defeat. Rather, we face our challenges head-on, armed with courage and determination. One of the keys to resilience is adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes we must adjust our sails to navigate through rough waters. Like a river flowing around rocks, we learn to adapt to changing circumstances without losing our direction. By staying flexible and open-minded, we can find creative solutions to even the most daunting challenges. Resilience also involves maintaining a positive outlook even in the face of adversity. It's easy to dwell on the negatives, but focusing on the positives can help us see the light at the end of the tunnel. By cultivating gratitude and optimism, we can shift our perspective and find hope amidst despair. Support from others is crucial on the journey of resilience. Just as a tree relies on its roots for stability, we lean on our relationships for strength and encouragement. Whether it's friends, family, or spiritual guides, their presence can provide comfort and reassurance during tough times. Self-care is another essential aspect of resilience. Just like a car needs regular maintenance to run smoothly, we must take care of our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. This includes getting enough rest, eating nourishing foods, and engaging in activities that bring us joy and relaxation. Mindfulness plays a significant role in building resilience. By staying present in the moment, we can avoid getting overwhelmed by worries about the future or regrets about the past. Mindfulness allows us to focus our energy on what we can control rather than dwelling on what we cannot change. Failure is not the end of the road, it's merely a detour on the journey to success. Resilient individuals understand that setbacks are opportunities for growth and learning. Instead of giving up after a defeat, they dust themselves off and try again, armed with newfound wisdom and determination. Another key to resilience is perseverance. Like a marathon runner pushing through fatigue to reach the finish line, we must keep moving forward, one step at a time. Even when the path seems long and arduous, perseverance helps us stay focused on our goals and overcome obstacles along the way. Resilience is not a destination but a continuous journey of growth and self-discovery. It requires patience, perseverance, and a willingness to embrace life's uncertainties. By cultivating resilience, we can navigate through life's challenges with grace and emerge stronger and more resilient than ever before. Lesson 6: Transforming Adversity into Opportunity. In life, challenges are inevitable. They come in various forms: personal, professional, or societal, and often leave us feeling overwhelmed and defeated. However, the teachings of Buddhism offer profound wisdom on how to transform adversity into opportunity, turning moments of struggle into catalysts for growth and resilience. Imagine a tree buffeted by strong winds. Instead of resisting the force, it bends with the wind, remaining rooted and unbroken. Similarly, in the face of adversity, we can learn to adapt and flow rather than rigidly resisting change. Buddhist philosophy emphasizes the impermanent nature of all things. Adversity, like everything else, is fleeting. By embracing this truth, we can cultivate resilience and perspective, understanding that difficult times will eventually pass. One key principle is the practice of mindfulness. By staying present and aware of our thoughts and emotions, we can observe adversity without becoming consumed by it. This allows us to respond with clarity and compassion rather than reacting impulsively. Adversity often provides valuable lessons and opportunities for personal growth. By reframing challenges as learning experiences, we can extract wisdom and insight from even the most difficult situations. Moreover, adversity can be a powerful catalyst for creativity and innovation. When faced with obstacles, we are compelled to think outside the box, finding new solutions and approaches that we may not have considered otherwise. Furthermore, adversity builds resilience. Just as muscles grow stronger through resistance training, our capacity to cope with adversity expands each time we overcome a challenge. This resilience serves us well in navigating future obstacles with grace and fortitude. Rather than viewing adversity as a setback, we can choose to see it as a stepping stone to success. Adversity forces us to reassess our goals and priorities, inspiring us to pursue new paths and opportunities that align more closely with our values and aspirations. Moreover, adversity often reveals our inner strength and resourcefulness. When faced with seemingly insurmountable obstacles, we discover reserves of courage and determination that we may not have realized we possessed. Additionally, adversity fosters empathy and compassion. Through our own struggles, we gain a deeper understanding of the suffering of others, motivating us to extend a helping hand and support those in need. It's essential to remember that growth often occurs outside of our comfort zones. Adversity pushes us beyond familiar territory, challenging us to expand our limits and discover untapped potential within ourselves. Ultimately, the way we perceive and respond to adversity shapes our experience of it. By adopting a mindset of resilience, openness, and growth, we can transform even the most challenging circumstances into opportunities for empowerment and self-discovery. As we navigate life's inevitable ups and downs, let us embrace the wisdom of Buddhism and transform adversity into a path of opportunity, resilience, and inner strength. Lesson 7. The practice of compassion. Compassion is the gentle force that connects us all. It's the warmth in a smile, the kindness in a gesture, and the empathy in our hearts. In the vast tapestry of existence, compassion is the golden thread that weaves us together, reminding us of our shared humanity. Imagine a world where everyone treated each other with compassion, where understanding replaces judgment and kindness replaces cruelty. It's a world where suffering is met with empathy and where every action is guided by love. This is the world that the practice of compassion invites us to create. At its core, compassion is the recognition of suffering in others and the desire to alleviate it. It begins with opening our hearts to the pain and struggles of those around us, whether they are friends, strangers, or even adversaries. It's about seeing beyond differences and recognizing the common thread of vulnerability that unites us all. Practicing compassion is not about grand gestures or heroic acts. It's about the small, everyday moments where we choose kindness over indifference, understanding over judgment. It's the simple act of listening without judgment, offering a helping hand to someone in need, or offering a word of encouragement to someone who is struggling. Compassion is not limited to humans. It extends to all living beings, from the tiniest insect to the mightiest elephant. It's about respecting the inherent worth and dignity of every creature and treating them with kindness and care. When we practice compassion, we create ripples of positivity that spread far and wide, touching the lives of those around us and creating a ripple effect of kindness and goodwill. It's like dropping a pebble into a still pond and watching as the waves of compassion radiate outward, touching hearts and transforming lives. But compassion is not just about others, it's also about ourselves. It's about treating ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and compassion that we extend to others. It's about acknowledging our own struggles and shortcomings with gentleness and self-compassion rather than harsh self-criticism. In the practice of compassion, forgiveness plays a crucial role. It's about letting go of anger, resentment, and bitterness and embracing forgiveness as a path to healing and liberation. It's about releasing the burden of past hurts and opening our hearts to the possibility of reconciliation and renewal. Compassion is not always easy. It requires courage to open our hearts to the pain of others, vulnerability to admit our own limitations, and strength to keep loving in the face of adversity. But the rewards of compassion are immeasurable in the joy of connecting with others, in the peace of knowing that we've made a difference, and in the deep sense of fulfillment that comes from living a life of kindness and love. As we cultivate compassion in our hearts, we become agents of positive change in the world. We become beacons of light in times of darkness, offering hope and solace to those in need. And we become living embodiments of the timeless wisdom of Buddhism, which teaches us that true happiness lies not in the pursuit of selfish desires, but in the practice of compassion towards all beings. Lesson 8. Letting go of ego. In the journey towards never losing in any situation, one of the most significant teachings Buddhism offers is the practice of letting go of ego. Ego, often seen as the sense of self-importance or the attachment to one's identity, can be a formidable obstacle on the path to peace and wisdom. When we're driven by ego, we're constantly seeking validation and affirmation from external sources, leading to dissatisfaction and suffering. However, by understanding and embracing the concept of egolessness, we can liberate ourselves from this cycle of craving and discontent. At the heart of Buddhist teachings lies the notion of anatta, or non-self. This principle challenges the conventional notion of a fixed, permanent self and encourages us to recognize the fluid and interconnected nature of existence. When we identify too strongly with our ego, we create boundaries between ourselves and others, leading to conflict and separation. By letting go of the illusion of a separate self, we can cultivate a sense of interconnectedness and compassion towards all beings. Letting go of ego doesn't mean diminishing our sense of self-worth or value. Instead, it involves transcending the narrow confines of ego-driven thinking and embracing a broader perspective that acknowledges the inherent worth and dignity of all beings. When we release our attachment to ego, we open ourselves up to the richness and diversity of life, experiencing a profound sense of freedom and liberation. Practicing humility is a key aspect of letting go of ego. Humility allows us to recognize our limitations and imperfections, fostering a sense of openness and receptivity to new experiences and ideas. When we approach life with humility, we're able to learn from every situation regardless of whether it's pleasant or challenging. Instead of being driven by the need to prove ourselves or assert our dominance, we can cultivate a spirit of curiosity and exploration, embracing the vastness of the unknown. Another important aspect of letting go of ego is developing a sense of detachment from outcomes. When we're overly attached to specific outcomes or results, we set ourselves up for disappointment and frustration when things don't go as planned. By relinquishing our attachment to the fruits of our actions, we can cultivate a sense of equanimity and peace, regardless of the outcome. This doesn't mean being indifferent or apathetic. Rather, it involves putting forth our best effort while letting go of the need for things to unfold according to our desires. Letting go of ego also entails releasing the need for external validation and approval. When we rely on others' opinions to validate our worth or identity, we give away our power and agency, becoming dependent on external sources for our sense of self-esteem. By cultivating self-compassion and self-acceptance, we can find validation from within, recognizing our inherent worthiness regardless of others' perceptions. One of the most powerful practices for letting go of ego is mindfulness. Mindfulness involves cultivating present-moment awareness and non-judgmental acceptance of our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. By observing the transient nature of our thoughts and emotions without clinging to or rejecting them, we can develop a deeper understanding of the impermanent and insubstantial nature of ego. Through mindfulness meditation, we can train our minds to let go of ego-driven patterns of thinking and behavior, cultivating a greater sense of inner peace and clarity. Another effective way to let go of ego is through the practice of loving-kindness meditation. This practice involves generating feelings of compassion and goodwill towards ourselves and others, transcending the boundaries of ego and cultivating a sense of interconnectedness and empathy. By extending loving kindness to all beings, we dissolve the barriers that separate us and foster a sense of unity and harmony. Letting go of ego is not a one-time event but an ongoing process that requires patience, persistence, and self-reflection. It involves unlearning deeply ingrained habits and conditioning that reinforce the illusion of a separate self. By committing to the practice of letting go of ego, we can experience profound transformation and liberation, realizing our true nature as interconnected and interdependent beings. As we continue on this journey, may we cultivate compassion, wisdom, and humility, and may we find true freedom and happiness in letting go of ego. Lesson 9. Finding inner peace through acceptance. In the journey of life, finding inner peace is often likened to discovering a hidden treasure within ourselves. It's a state of being where external circumstances no longer dictate our inner calmness. Instead, it's about accepting the present moment just as it is, without resistance or judgment. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or giving up. Rather, it's a profound recognition that everything in life unfolds according to its own rhythm, whether we approve of it or not. It's about making peace with the reality of the present moment, understanding that it holds valuable lessons for our growth and evolution. When we embrace acceptance, we let go of the constant struggle against what is. We release the need to control every aspect of our lives and instead surrender to the flow of existence. This doesn't imply passivity, but rather a deep sense of trust in the unfolding of life's mysteries. Acceptance teaches us to acknowledge our thoughts, emotions, and experiences without getting entangled in them. It's about observing them with a sense of detachment, recognizing that they are transient and impermanent. Through this practice, we cultivate a space of inner stillness where we can respond to life's challenges with clarity and wisdom. One of the fundamental teachings of Buddhism is the concept of impermanence. Everything in the universe is in a constant state of flux, including our thoughts, feelings, and circumstances. When we fully grasp the impermanent nature of reality, we become less attached to fleeting phenomena and more anchored in the present moment. Acceptance also involves letting go of our attachment to outcomes. Often, we cling to specific results or expectations, which can lead to disappointment and suffering when things don't go as planned. By relinquishing our attachment to specific outcomes, we open ourselves up to the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. In the practice of acceptance, we learn to embrace both the light and dark aspects of our existence. We acknowledge that life is a tapestry of joy and sorrow, success and failure, gain and loss. By embracing the full spectrum of human experience, we deepen our capacity for empathy, compassion, and resilience. Acceptance is not about denying or suppressing our emotions. Instead, it's about allowing ourselves to fully experience them without judgment or resistance. When we acknowledge and accept our emotions, we create space for healing and transformation to occur. Through the practice of acceptance, we cultivate a sense of inner peace that transcends external circumstances. We realize that true happiness comes from within and is not dependent on external validation or material possessions. Instead, it arises from a deep sense of contentment and gratitude for the present moment. Acceptance enables us to release the burden of past regrets and future anxieties, allowing us to fully immerse ourselves in the richness of the present moment. It liberates us from the shackles of self-limiting beliefs and empowers us to live authentically and purposefully. In the words of the Buddha, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Through the practice of acceptance, we uncover the peace that has always resided within us, waiting to be discovered. It's a journey of self-discovery and liberation, leading us to the profound realization that we are already whole and complete, just as we are. Lesson 10. Living in harmony with the present moment. In the whirlwind of life, there's a precious gem often overlooked, the present moment. It's where the magic of existence unfolds, yet we often find ourselves either dwelling in the past or projecting into the future. But what if we could learn to fully inhabit the now? That's where true peace resides. Imagine waking up each morning with a heart full of gratitude, embracing the sunrise with a sense of wonder. Every breath becomes a celebration, every step a dance with the universe. This isn't some distant dream, it's a reality waiting to be embraced. Living in the present moment doesn't mean ignoring responsibilities or neglecting the future. Instead, it's about infusing every action, every thought with mindful awareness. Whether you're sipping your morning coffee or tackling a challenging project, do it with your entire being. One of the simplest yet most profound practices is mindful breathing. Take a moment to pause, close your eyes, and feel the gentle rhythm of your breath. Notice how it connects you to the here and now, anchoring you in the present moment. Another way to cultivate presence is through sensory awareness. Tune into the world around you, the symphony of bird songs, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the aroma of freshly bloomed flowers. Let your senses be your guide, guiding you back to the richness of the present. In our fast-paced world, distractions abound, pulling us away from the beauty of the moment. But by cultivating mindfulness, we can learn to navigate this sea of stimuli with grace and ease. It's not about eliminating distractions, but rather choosing where to direct our attention. One powerful tool for staying present is the practice of gratitude. Take a moment each day to reflect on the blessings in your life, big and small. Whether it's a loving friend, a delicious meal, or a breathtaking sunset, gratitude opens our hearts to the abundance that surrounds us. Living in the present moment also means embracing impermanence. Just as the seasons change and the tide ebbs and flows, so too does life unfold in an ever-changing dance. By accepting this truth, we can let go of resistance and fully embrace the beauty of the here and now. But perhaps the greatest gift of presence is the deep sense of connection it fosters. When we're fully present with ourselves, we're able to show up more authentically in our relationships. We listen with open hearts, speak with clarity and compassion, and cultivate deeper connections with those around us. As we journey through life, let us remember that each moment is a precious gift, a chance to awaken to the miracle of existence. So let's take a deep breath, open our hearts, and step boldly into the present moment where true joy and fulfillment await. Conclusion. In the journey of life, where challenges loom large and uncertainties abound, the wisdom of Buddhism shines brightly as a guiding light. It teaches us that despite the ups and downs, we hold the power to navigate through the storms with grace and resilience. As we conclude our exploration into the art of never losing in any situation, let's reflect on the profound truths unveiled. Embrace impermanence. Life is ever-changing, and clinging to the illusion of permanence only leads to suffering. By accepting the transient nature of existence, we can find peace amidst the flux. Cultivate mindfulness. The practice of mindfulness allows us to anchor ourselves in the present moment where true freedom resides. Through awareness, we can observe our thoughts and emotions without being swept away by them. Develop equanimity. Equanimity is the art of maintaining balance in the face of adversity and triumph. By cultivating a mind that remains steady in all circumstances, we can overcome the roller coaster of life with grace. Embrace compassion. Compassion is the cornerstone of Buddhist teachings, reminding us to extend kindness and empathy to all beings. Through acts of love and generosity, we not only uplift others but also nourish our own hearts. Let go of ego. The ego, with its incessant desires and attachments, often clouds our judgment and leads us astray. By relinquishing the ego's grip, we can experience true liberation and connection with the world around us. Practice acceptance. Resistance to what is only breeds inner turmoil and discontent. By embracing life's unfolding with open arms, we can find contentment and joy in every moment, just as it is. Find resilience in adversity. Challenges are inevitable, but our response to them shapes our destiny. By viewing obstacles as opportunities for growth, we can emerge stronger and wiser than before. Transform adversity into opportunity. Every setback holds the seeds of potential transformation. By reframing difficulties as stepping stones to greatness, we can harness their power to propel us forward on our path. Seek inner peace. True peace does not depend on external circumstances but arises from within. By nurturing a sense of inner tranquility, we can weather life's storms with unwavering serenity. Live in harmony with the present, the past is gone and the future is yet to come. The only moment we ever truly have is the present. By fully embracing the here and now, we can experience the richness of life in its entirety. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is the antidote to discontent, reminding us of the abundance that surrounds us. By counting our blessings and appreciating the small miracles of everyday life, we can cultivate a heart overflowing with joy. Connect with others. We are not isolated islands, but interconnected beings sharing this beautiful journey called life. By nurturing meaningful connections with others, we can find support, love, and companionship along the way. Trust in the universe. Behind the chaos and confusion of life, there lies a deeper order at work. By surrendering to the flow of existence and trusting in the wisdom of the universe, we can find solace in the midst of uncertainty. Stay grounded in reality. In a world filled with illusions and distractions, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. By staying grounded in reality and living authentically, we can find clarity and purpose in our journey. Cultivate humility. Humility is the antidote to arrogance, reminding us of our inherent interconnectedness with all beings. By recognizing our own limitations and embracing the wisdom of others, we can continue to learn and grow on our path. Embody courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in spite of it. By facing our fears head-on and stepping outside our comfort zone, we can unlock our full potential and live a life of purpose and passion. Nurture self-compassion. Just as we extend compassion to others, we must also be kind and gentle with ourselves. By treating ourselves with love and understanding, we can heal our wounds and cultivate inner strength. Celebrate joy. Life is meant to be lived to the fullest, with laughter, love, and joy. By celebrating the moments of happiness and embracing the beauty of life, we can create a life worth living. Remember imperfection. Perfection is an illusion that only leads to disappointment and frustration. By embracing our flaws and imperfections, we can cultivate self-acceptance and authenticity. Embrace the journey. Life is a journey, not a destination. By embracing the twists and turns, the ups and downs, we can fully immerse ourselves in the beauty of the ride. So, let us embark on this adventure with open hearts and minds, knowing that we have the power to never lose at any situation, guided by the timeless wisdom of Buddhism.